Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Jackson going to run again. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 14, Rams, nothing. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down. Good. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On second down. Good. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball, because the play calls seem to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
On second down now. Good. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Allen now on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
First down and more for Jackson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the option. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Flush to his right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second down and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll run on first down. Good. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's a 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now,
touchdown! That's caught. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 29. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before half for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there as time expires in the first half.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw again on second down. Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 4th down. And
they're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be out of bounds well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Good. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
I need to get my swag right there.
And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down. Good. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Round 80, alert! Half.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They still can't get him. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Makes the score Ravens 42. Rams.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try the left side. Good. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down. Good. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Max 22, Max 22. Okay, double up.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
At the 42-yard line.
56, 56. Hey, tight.
On 2nd and 12, Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12. A big play there for L.A.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option right is Jackson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.